Y'all, I told y'all, I promised y'all, some Asian crime. Woman charged with murdering husband after daughter alerted police and neighbor reported bad smell that lasted for a solid week. Boy,
Dang.
it must be nice to be able to do stuff like that. We'll be right back on Keep It P podcast.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
TZ Vaughn Savage and Jay Lava is in the fucking building with the Keep It P podcast, motherfucker.
Vaughn Savage and Jay Lava on the new podcast. They Keep It P podcast, where they take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or could not be keeping it P.
I'm Keep It P. As a matter of fact, Keep It P, but then again, Keep It PG, PE. Alright, it's Professor Griff. I'm out of here.
7 days of focus.
7 long nights. Seven whole days. You had to funk around you. 7 whole days, had 7 whole days, had fun around you. What's wrong with them people, man?
Alright, y'all, listen. If I haven't told you before, I guess I'm gonna tell you again, okay?
Gonna tell you thrice.
It's the Keep It P podcast. We take the news, the situations, the everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And I'm not trying to tell you what to think. Nope. Not trying to do that. Not at all, buddy. Trying to show you how to think, right?
Jackson.
How to process these here articles and bust them down, because you got Democrats, Republicans, both bipartisan. When it comes to targeting you, they can agree on everything. Let you say you want some reparations, though. I don't know where the money gonna come from. I don't know that.
We got, you know, you got climate out here. The climate is tearing up. Where we gonna live at without a planet now?
Alright. Well, with that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all this play-by-play. Hold on, I got this one guy too. He might want to share a little knowledge with you. You want to bust down a little knowledge for him, though, brother?
Give him this story. We've been waiting to give him this story. And I ain't gonna be waiting. Had the people waiting because of me. I ain't on no CP time. You heard me? It's Jasper Simpson. You heard me?
Jasper.
Now go on there, boy, and give him that information.
Go on now, boy. Go ahead, give him that information now, boy. I got to get to them information. All right, this is a doozy. I want to see how she got away with this stank for a week. Oh, a Minneapolis woman killed her estranged husband and buried him under a shed in the backyard. God damn.
That's this story?
Yeah, Minnesota.
Hey, you from Minneapolis?
She from the Soda Ball. Let me put her up on the Summer Jam screen.
Hey,
Her.
you know what? Girls from the Soda Ball, cousin. Is you? Hold on, are you mom, fam?
She probably is mom. You already know that's
the
all
mom
that said.
side of the game, fam.
In a crime that came to light after the daughter reported her suspicions, and a neighbor alerted the police to a bad smell that lasted for weeks, according to the criminal complaint. Authorities claim that they found the body of Ko Yang, 50, on Saturday after excavating an area beneath the shed that his former wife, Karen C. Her, 40, had put up in the backyard in the house, the shed in St. Paul. The grizzly...
I knew it was in Nepal.
DePaul.
Mm-hmm.
The grisly discovery came more than a week after police had visited the home Yang and her shared for a wellness check that same day. Her 17-year-old daughter had called the police and told them that she believed that her might have killed Yang, her stepfather. Ooh.
Dang.
So hold on now. Hold on.
Got to unwrap that a little bit. Hold on. The daughter?
It says,
daughter the mom?
hey, somebody just said, shout out to Ray Allen. He said, bro, where you come up with all this shit, yo? Shit better than TV. Well, I hope you're tapping in because this is how we do it on the Keep It P podcast, sir.
Just the text?
Yeah, I just seen that in the group that I just put it in. He was like, man, where do you come up with this shit? This shit's better than TV.
I promise you.
Yeah, it is, because we subscribe, brother. Hit the notifications for the bell so you know when we go live with the next time on some Asian crime side of the game. Family members have reported last seeing Yang.
No, man, it ain't just Asian crime, man.
No, it's white people crime, Mexican crime, Mexican
don't be speaking up on your people like that. Don't be disparaging your people. You know you're going through your racial, your transracial.
Oh, I am off code,
transformation.
Right? Oh, I am off code because I am like finna be Asian here shortly, y'all. I'm in my, you know what I'm saying, my transitional stage. My what do you call it? My ethnic transition, or what's it called? Racial transition. Racial.
Yeah, racial transgender.
Right. During the July 22nd welfare check, Her said she didn't know where Yang was, but he may have gone to Oklahoma in their RV because he had threatened to get a protection order in place because she was scared of him. Her and Yang had agreed to a divorce, but were living together until the house could be sold, according to the court document. Mommy is suspicious. Authorities say Her told them that Yang had left many times in the past, and he had gotten mad at her for following him. Her said she tried calling Yang many times, but there was no answer. The police advised Her that she should probably make a missing persons report, according to the police papers. Her, which is she, allegedly called 911 reporting Yang missing later that afternoon. That wasn't the first time police had visited the home of Her and Yang. The probable cause statement for the arrest warrant noticed that the police responded to a call to the house in June because the couple had a dispute over Her being staying in the RV. So she was staying in the RV. During the welfare check, police walked through the house and noted that several rooms appeared to be in the process of being remodeled. Some bedroom windows had tape around them as if they had just been painted, the statement says. Her told the police that she and Yang were fixing up the house to sell it as part of their divorce agreement. Later that night, around 9:30 p.m., her and 17-year-old daughter also called 911 and told them that she hadn't heard from Yang, her stepfather, in several weeks. Her's daughter also told dispatchers that she believed that her mother had killed Yang. Wow. Now, all I'm saying is, was they smashing?
Ooh.
Because you got to, I mean, that's got to be a hell of a stepdad for you to tell on your mama.
Ooh.
Was they smashing?
Ooh.
Authorities say that Her's daughter also told 911 dispatchers after the wellness check she got a text from her 12-year-old son that read, "Mommy is suspicious." Blood spatter was found. Okay. A few days later, on July 25th, police spoke to the neighbor who said since July 3rd, he noticed that Yang was no longer around. The neighbor also told that the police that there was a bad smell coming from the back corner of the garden a short time after July 5th, according to the court documents. The smell lasted for a solid week. On July 29th, police say that they executed a search warrant on the house. Blood spatter was found on the wall in the northwest bedroom. Police called. The probable cause statement says the wall had been painted over. Blood spatter was found on a window covering in the northwest bedroom. A carpet machine in the garage had blood inside it. She's stupid. Now Minnesota got hella lakes. You gonna bury the nigga in the backyard?
Right.
You could have drove down to the Mississippi, took a suitcase, and bloop bloop, done. Done.
You gotta make sure you put some wingles in it to make sure it stay down, though. Otherwise, you're gonna get the float.
Yeah. Well, by that time, you don't even care. Police say the cadaver dog indicated the presence of body under the shed on July 31st. Officials say they excavated what turned out to be Yang's body from a hole Her had dug in the yard. The autopsy later revealed that Yang had been shot twice in the back of the head. Wow.
Execution style.
Police arrested her on Saturday, according to Ramsey County Sheriff. She is charged with second-degree murder, not premeditated. Well, what you did premeditate that?
What? I don't understand.
How's that not premeditated?
I don't understand.
Is this some of that Asian crime bill explaining?
I'll promise you. 94-1.
Come on, not premeditated? She premeditated, nigga. She planned to bury that nigga in the yard and put the shed over him. That sounds like premeditated to me.
Come on, fam.
She had to think about that before she killed him. She didn't just come up after that. Well, what I'm gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna bury him in the backyard. And I'm gonna buy a shed.
And let's talk about where'd you get the gun.
Her is believed to have killed Yang on or around July 1st. If convicted, Her could face 40 years in prison. She is currently in custody on $2 million bail. So you telling me, yeah, that is deep, cuz that sounds deep, man. Super deep. Two to the back of the head. Yeah, she hated that nigga.
I promise you.
But this is all I'm saying. So you get $2 million bond for Mr. Yang, but if your shorty is in the freezer for 2 years, you get 10. So she should have just wrapped cuz up and bought a deep freezer.
I promise you. I promise you. And you wouldn't have been able to smell.
Mm-hmm. She should have wrapped cuz up, put him in a deep freezer, and then took the deep freezer to a storage that had electricity and kept it plugged up.
Yeah, or would have cost her only about $100 maybe a month.
Yep.
That's cheaper than the shed. Whatever you spent for the shed, you could have been 10 months of storage.
And then on one fateful day, just went and got and dumped a whole little goddamn freezer in the river. Just dumped the whole thing. Oh, right. But she a woman, see, so she ain't have the strength behind her. See, if you're a woman, you got to think about the strength you gonna need to pull off certain things. What was you gonna do with? Well, he probably wasn't a very big man either.
But that's where the premeditation comes in at.
And said it was deer meat. Yeah. He said he could have topped her up, put it in the freezer, and said it was deer meat.
Who said that?
Gelly, that's funny as shit. Damn, bro, you sound like you know something about that, man. What the hell's going on?
Straight up.
Deer
that's
meat?
Real talk, though.
Yeah, they could have been deer meat for sure.
It definitely could have been.
All right, y'all. Man.
It's the nooner.
Yeah, y'all got the live nooner. Y'all ain't got a live nooner in a long time, there, Brian. You ain't got a live one in a long time.
And it was a special.
Yeah, it was a special nooner.
For the soda ball. We gave y'all a soda ball direct.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all even hear about this in the soda? Huh?
Did they go over this on the news in the soda? I just want to know.
Did they?
For my mans who was tapping in on the messenger, bruh, you got to get on in here, Ray. Oh, Ray, actually, you know what? I see you, Ray. Ray, you actually watch. Every time I post one in the group, you actually the one that watch it. So I fuck with you. And he where you hailing from, Ray? Let me look at your profile here. We got my boy Ray from Mississippi. My guy Ray from the Mississippi side of the game. Well, that's what I'm talking about, player. Make sure you tap in, you dig? And This has been another Keep It P podcast. I'm your host, Jay Lava with TZ Von Savage, and we'll talk to you guys next time. There's 4 words that we usually leave you with. 1.
Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Take that.
Take it, guys. All right.
B1 Health and Wellness.
B1 Health and Wellness. PCP going wild.
Run my cash.
Take that.
Check.
Tryna bring it back. Tryna bring it back. Tryna bring it back. I bring it back like I took it from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back. Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Consider me. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look.
Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One call it inside.
Then you could just go and say, this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was faith, it was faith. I was in the bitch and I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'ma change.
Yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog, your poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center. Which I grew up living life, which I knew. On my tooth, graduated with my honors. TC scientific, getting to what's the plan C? Throw kickback, sit back, throwing kicks on. Music TV.